Yeah, he want to be a family man because he keep getting his ass beat.
Them niggas are strong as it. Like,
yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacting Show. I'm your host, Wafik. Or Vic with my co-host, my other host.
It's your co-host, Dade in the building. And we have another special guest from friend of the, what do we even say? Like the Redacted for Keeps Incorporated.
Friends of the pod.
Friends of the pod.
either or.
We have Jackson today to educate us and lead a discussion in the Invincible newest season. This newest season, what's to come, what has already came, and
yo.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. We can't let you go past that one.
Come on, man.
Bro, I was waiting for him to not say it twice. I was like, all right, you said it was we good.
Y'all niggas. I hate y'all niggas. I hate y'all.
You but not us.
Because I was literally fine. I was fine. There was nothing wrong with what I said. But and other things going on in the news. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like, share, rate us a 5 stars, subscribe on YouTube. Roll to 100 on episode 97. 3 more to 100. Roll to 100 everything. 100 subs, 100 views, 100 likes, 100 retweets. I don't know. 100 everything. And also go and subscribe to the Play for Keys podcast as well. They have some great sports media.
Donate, all that.
Yes.
The only
on
pod.
700 subscribers.
The only pod that doesn't do the same thing. There you go.
We do something different every day. The only podcast where we do something different every single day.
Every day. Podcast for casuals. Literally, if you're a casual fan, this is a perfect show for you guys. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into what I was talking about earlier before I was rudely interrupted.
We ain't interrupted.
Invincible season 3 starts off it. So we start off with, Mark kind of still dealing with the sins of his father, kind of weighing in on him, trying so hard not to be like his dad. He's almost doing shit like his dad. And, Oliver's growing up, obviously, because he got Thraxian DNA, so they age faster until they get to a certain point. So at this point, he's was like an adolescent.
He probably like 12, 13, something like that.
Around there. So, he's kind of maturing and just growing up faster than Mark ever could. He's already gotten his powers, and Mark is kind of dealing with all that. He's essentially being the father figure in the house because obviously Nolan is gone, and it's just Debbie there. So it's a lot going on. We see the Mark and Eve relationship. Finally, they should have been together since season 1. Obviously, we know that's it. Things had to happen for it to get to this point, but it's good seeing them together because Mark and what was her name?
Amber. They were very
toxic.
Yeah,
I'm upset they made her black, bro. I'm upset they she was annoying in the comics, but she wasn't black, so I could allow it. But now they're tarnishing a black woman's name. I didn't like that.
And then before we go forward more, just for people know, we're gonna talk about pretty much up to this point in season 2. So if you aren't caught up, we don't care. But you keep going, Dana. What you was talking about?
So we see a lot of different things. From Mark in his new suit to him kind of training Oliver, and Oliver just understanding what it means to be a human, because throughout this whole time, he, idolized his dad and saw everything he did. And Nolan was a totally different nigga on Thraxa. He was a completely different man.
He was a stand-up individual.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Till he got his shit rocked. That was a crazy scene at the end of season 2. But moving on to season 3. So obviously Oliver is like, why do people hate my dad? And he doesn't know. He doesn't know any better. He just came to this world after the Chicago incident. So everyone got a target on Invincible's back, and just that family or anyone who knows, like, who's associated with Nolan. People lost their loved ones in that, and we see a prime example of that in Powerplex. Like, just how the ends people will go to just to hate on a nigga. But Jack, speak. How do y'all feel about this season so far? Animation aside, there's a lot of discourse about that. I think this latest episode was a step above what they have been already producing, but we're not here to talk about animation. We're here to talk about the story. So how do y'all feel about this season so far? And what do y'all like and maybe dislike?
I'll say for me so far, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I really like the dynamics they have going on. I will say Oliver he's settled down a little bit, but that beginning part where he was like, "Why don't we just kill these motherfuckers?" I was like, this little boy insane.
He's not insane. He's smart.
Yeah, he has a point, but then also he doesn't have a point sometimes. I guess one of my big questions, Jax, to you, since you have read it, is Oliver exactly like that in the comic and everything, or have they changed up kind of how he acts?
He's like that in the comics, but like he's still like, he's only been alive for like a couple months, so he's gonna grow up. He's still like an immature 12, 13-year-old, so that's why he's acting like that. He doesn't know, but he eventually, spoiler alert, he learns better. Like, so it's not even like a big. He won't stay like this forever because people change. So, but I like it because it's pretty faithful to the comics. In all honesty, like, the only thing I was telling y'all this earlier, like, the pacing is just like 8 episodes. Like, Invincible, I think it's like 144 issues, and obviously it's not going to be like that many episodes for real. But like, the pacing is so, like, 8 episode seasons is slow as hell. Like, there is so much that needs to be covered, and I don't know how long the show is going to keep going, because like, normally I feel like shows don't go past like 5 seasons no more. Like, to me, that's what it feels like. But this show is obviously gonna have to, because it's season 3, it's gonna be over, and like, there's still, like, it's still high key at the beginning of everything. Like, Mark's not even in a full, like, I think he's like 18, 19, but he becomes an adult later on. Like, that's how long the series goes on.
Oh,
so,
damn.
Exactly. So it's still so much that needs to be covered in the comic, or covered from the comic in the show. And that's the only thing. Cause like, the show is good, but if it doesn't touch everything that the comic does, that would be like a real travesty. Cause it's so much good stuff that happens later on. Like, it's so much stuff that happens later on. So yeah, that's really my biggest issue with Invincible. Like, seasons need to be longer. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we'll see if they change anything.
Could y'all see, since this is kind of, I guess, a trend that's going on now, could y'all see them maybe doing like, say, because how many this is the 3rd season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Season 3.
So they did about 2 seasons to kind of get through the first volume, or maybe 3 seasons to kind of get through the first volume. Could you see them doing maybe like two more seasons, 3 more seasons, and then doing like a movie? Or you think it would still be like, there's so much stuff they have to cover that still wouldn't even help?
It's so much stuff they have to cover. Like, movie, 2 seasons in a movie wouldn't do it justice. Like, in all honesty, unless like, well, Adam Eve, like that whole Adam Eve special, that was also its own separate comic. So I was going to say they could do something like that, because there is like some of the side characters have like their own little arc in the show it ends up being important toward like the end, but like maybe they could do like a movie based off of that and then add like seasons on it. But I'm not even sure about that. But that's like the only way I could see if they continue on this like 8 episode path. That's like the only way I could see him doing something like that. But I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was gonna be my kind of idea on what they could do. You know, just pull a Demon Slayer and just try to.
They say 5
3,
movies.
5. No, I thought Demon Slayer said 3.
No, it is. I'm saying.
I was about to say it's 5.
No, I was saying 5 since Jax just said it. They would have so much more. It's so much material left. I was like,
yeah, it's just my thing is how successful would an animated like cartoon movie be in today's age? Kind of age. I mean, like, I don't know.
I don't think they'd put it. It wouldn't be like a theatrical release or nothing like that. I was thinking it'd be like an Adam Eve, like how Adam Eve or Invincible is also on Amazon, which is own streaming service. So like it'd just be something like that, like a hour. Like I don't remember how long the Adam Eve was, like an hour 90-minute special. Like that could be
special presentation.
Yeah. So
I was thinking full theatrical.
Nah,
that's
I don't think it has
going.
I don't know if it has the
pool.
Yeah, the audience.
I kind of agree with Jack. It obviously it's popular, but I don't know if it has that kind of like. I'm not even going to use the word. I don't even know if it has that kind of pull to pull off like multiple theatrical releases.
That's understandable.
Crazy. Multiple is crazy.
That's
I can see. You're right. I can see it getting insane. One. I can see it being one because it'll be that. I guess that that wonder of like, damn, how much did they add on to the animation? So let me go watch it.
Yeah.
Because they need to fix the animation now. We ain't nobody sitting through 2.5 hours of the animation we got this season and seasons prior.
I'm not gonna. Everybody always complain about the animation. I don't think it's that. Like, it's cool. It's a cartoon. Like, what do you expect? Like, it's not gonna. It will never reach like American cartoons. They're never gonna reach like the anime levels of animation. So I've never tripped off the animation.
I agree with you, but my problem with that take is just like, why do we have to settle? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's got to be fucking Demon Slayer or even like other well-known anime style like Studio Mappa and none of that, but we have examples in the Western side with good animation.
Like what?
Like My Adventures with Superman, Avatar: The Last Airbender, fucking even the first season of Invincible. That was pretty. I'm not saying it's got to be groundbreaking, but there's just certain.
I was gonna say it really comes down to all of it. Really comes down to just who's on the animation team because, that's the main thing. What team you have and how much time you allow them to actually do stuff. Because that's how you see with like what is it, JJK? Like season 2 was good, but if you saw like how all the animators and even some of the directors were saying, it was like, bro, they didn't give us enough time. That's why y'all seeing like the Blu-ray version is like 30 extra scenes when we were given like a crunch time of like, yeah, finish this in a week. And we're like, bro, what? Like all these fight scenes that we could have, even like the season was still good, but like all this stuff is like dependent on like deadlines and everything. So it really depends on that, and it also depends on like I said, who's on the staff. Because you could pay a whole team $100 million, but if all them mid
their cheeks like
all them mid
money ain't gonna make them no better.
yeah so
oh shit, that's funny.
And then like
I hear
like,
your point, Jax.
You were like, we had to settle, but I think people just had their expectations too high, bro. Like I seen people complain about what's his name, Angstrom Levy, like his animation, and then like that was compare stupid. Like that to like the comic. Like you can't do that. That's the comic.
That I agree with.
Incredibly detailed. Like you can't compare them hoes. So I
agree with that. I think there's because I don't want it to be to a point where I'm sounding like a perfectionist. Like it's got to be 1-to-1 with this. I understand that's
Yeah.
That's beyond its grasp. But I don't know. It's just like what I want to see is maybe like B- tier or just B tier, and I just feel what we're getting is like C+ tier. I think it's passing, like barely passing. I don't know.
I think overall it's a solid B.
I think it's a B.
I think where it falls off sometimes, and I think one thing people are kind of getting up about what they don't realize is a lot of stuff they're complaining about would look better if it was 3D animated. But this is not 3D animated specifically. It's parts in here that's 3D, but most of this is like 2D style.
Well, even prime example, X-Men the animated series, X-Men 97. That was some good animation. It can be just that. In my opinion, if it can just get to that level, I think everything else I think it'll make up for it. But maybe I'm just asking for too much.
I never seen that, so I don't know what it's like. The X-Men.
It could get there, but the art direction they going wouldn't. It doesn't fit that style. Yeah, like the most recent episode, the Invincible War. I think that was a very good show of what they can do. To me, that was just about as good as the Adam Eve special. Adam Eve special definitely was more fluid at parts, but this one was close. This one was the closest I've seen in a while to that, like that style. If I want to be critical, but
I think the thing with me is like I've never been like I'm more focused on the story than the animation. So like I don't think even you were saying like this latest episode was like a step up. I couldn't really tell. Like it all looks the same to me because like I'm always focused on the story. I don't really because like. I didn't watch what's it called? I watched 7 Deadly Sins. Like that's a terrible anime. What's a terrible animated show? But I love that show because I like the story, so I don't be paying attention to animation like that.
Yeah, no, that's real. Because at the end of the day, I just want to see these. I just want to see them box.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's why
hands, bro.
That's why most of the time when people be complaining about the animation, I'd be like. They throwing hands though, so that's fine with me.
that's all that matters. As long as they box it, that's all I care about. That's all I really care about. But I'm looking through I'm looking through a list of like the Invincible arcs. Yeah, it's only like this final season right now, it will only be like the start of issue number like 60. And it's still like 100. It's like 100 more to go.
Whoa!
Yeah,
they need to put their foot on the gas.
Exactly.
What was just some of y'all's favorite moments and least favorite moments of the season?
Favorite moments,
so far. Obviously, we know season finale is coming this week. So barring that, up to this point.
Okay, some of my favorite moments was. Definitely this past episode, the war going on. I won't lie. When Oliver, it was more so like what the hell going on? When Oliver killed the Brawlers. I said,
the Mauler twins. I was like,
the Maulers. Yeah, that was crazy. My least favorite, it was more so like a sad moment was Rexplode. I was so mad. I was heated, bro. Then they played the music in the background. I said, all right, bro. I said, we finally got him some character development. He turned over a new leaf. He moving up in my favorite characters now.
I knew the moment he had to go back to, stop the Invincibles and all that. I'm like, he's not making it. I don't know how he's going to die, but I know he's not making it past this episode.
Rex went out like a real one, bro.
Yeah, he went out like a real nigga. I'm also growing to hate. I don't be a coach drop Jax. I'm growing to hate Immortal more and more.
Hold on.
I hate him so much.
That nigga.
You want to be a family man? I respect it.
He's so
no, not that. I'm just he want to be a family man because he keep getting his ass beat.
Them niggas are strong as it. Like he like Yonta going. He's like if Yonta was immortal and going against Super Saiyans, bro. Like he can't do nothing to them.
Man, it was this tweet. It was like it was this tweet. It was like, hold on, Invincible's attacking. Then it said immortal, like immortal will save us, and somebody said those two words never work together. Yeah, bro. Get him out of here, bro. It should have been Rex. Should have been Rex.
My favorite moment of the season though is any Battle Beast, because just Battle Beast is the coldest nigga. Anytime he pop up, I'm excited because Battle Beast is the coldest ever. So I really rock with Battle Beast. But my least favorite, I hate Angstrom Levy is the worst. He is the worst villain ever. He's a fucking loser, bro. He made all this shit himself. He created his own problems and want to kill everybody because of it. Like, and then like one of the Invincibles in the Invincible War was the actual like Invincible that killed his family.
I was gonna say like the yellow one, yellow one with the cape.
The cape.
He was I
was like, bro, all this shit, and I'm like, you could just kill the one Invincible that was you. You want to hurt the one of the good ones in the world. Like, I hate Levy so much. I want him to die. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Like, he still survived, even though like I know the story, so I know everything that happens. But it's just like every time he pops up on my screen, I get upset because he's just a fucking loser, bro.
Yeah, especially this latest episode, I'm like, the fact Mark hesitated and I'm like, this is the one time you need to listen to Oliver, because the shit he did to your mama, the shit he did to your planet just now with your twins, essentially. Now there's no going back. I'm like, what is stopping you? Because you don't want to be your daddy? This is the one time.
Sometimes these niggas need to die. Like, if you don't kill them, you're enabling them.
You're enabling them.
They're gonna keep coming back until they kill you. They're super villains. They get like,
if
he was on planet Earth, he'd get the death penalty. So just speed up the process, nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and then now you're just gonna have more people like Power Plagues rising up out the dirt. I would say some of my favorite moment was that Power Plex episode. That was because, I mean, I just like that just because, like, the character, just like how he formed, like, this is villain origin story, like 101. You killed my family. I didn't even need to see the whole thing. You're holding what was that? His sister?
He was like
his sisters and niece's arm. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't care. I don't care. You're the reason they dead.
I won't lie. When that nigga was in the building, he said, "You killed my wife." I said,
"Nigga,
what?" Now that shit, bitch. I'm like, you just went
Nova and burnt up the whole block. What are you talking about?
He made him do it.
Like, that whole thing, that was really his wife's fault. Because she kept gassing him up, bro. The entire time.
She was, bro. When she spat on Invincible, I said, "All right, I guess." I said you riding for your husband. Go for it.
That shit would have threw me off too, because Invincible the whole time was thinking, "Oh, I need to save this lady," and she just couldn't hold character. She just had to break character this one moment. Now it cost her and her it cost them their child's life.
Honestly, that plan was stupid too, because like, if I'm doing that, I'm not gonna, like, I'll put ropes around you, but I'm not actually gonna tie them. I'm gonna let them so you can escape and leave, because we finna be fighting. It's finna get dangerous. You need to be able to get out of here.
You need to leave. No. Because it's about to get critical.
I'm not tying you up. You need to be able to leave. If you get active, you need to be able to go. And my child's in your hands.
They should have just shot the video, and then after that, they sent it. She leaves. Why? She don't got to be there no more. He just needs to see Invincible. What are we doing?
What are we doing? At the same time, that was my favorite and just most like, what the fuck? Also, the multi-paw shit, the dragon. That was kind of like my least favorite episode, but I'm just like, it was boxing. But yeah, he's an annoying character.
Multi-paw?
He's just emo for no reason. Like, I get they were
raised as a super soldier, and they made him into and became an assassin. That's a good reason to be emo, nigga. Like, stop Asian hate, Dana.
Don't do that. All right.
Oh man,
With
Miss, I can't even rebuttal.
Oh man. So obviously, towards the this next season finale, we have Conquest, and just when shit didn't already hit the fan, Jax, what is, without spoiling anything, if that's even possible, what can us and the audience expect from this season finale and later in upcoming seasons?
Boxing and way more Viltrumite. The rest of the Viltrumites are pulling up. It's like boxing and Viltrumite is all you could expect. Because it's been because this arc was the arc that just finished technically is the Invincible War. This next one is the Viltrumite War. So them niggas are pulling up in full force to fuck shit up.
Even Conquest, he say nigga, we gave you time. We gave you plenty of time. My thing is, and I don't know if this is dumb with me to think, but I'm like, if they came, if I'm invincible, I could just be like, yeah, I actually did this. You see all this? I technically did this.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Earth.
would have said that too.
I'm like, why did he just lie?
But then again, he would be like, Congress would be like, all right, good job. I'm gonna hurry up, finish this real fast, and then we can take over the world. So Congress would have killed everybody else, but still. But now it's finna get
One
hectic.
other thing that pissed me off. Eve, what do you think you're doing trying to stop a Viltrumite, Mark?
She trying to save her man.
Nigga, you almost died. She dumb as hell for that.
Eve's strong as hell. She just hasn't realized how strong she is. Eve is strong as fuck, though.
But you got to think.
Low-key, stronger than Mark is a stretch, but she low-key, she's strong as hell.
You got to think she got Superman pulling up on her full speed. You can only think so fast to build constructs. Because I saw somebody complain. They was like, why is she only building walls? I was like, nigga, if you charging at me that fast, that's the only thing I'm going to think about too.
My thing is, okay, Jax, to your point, she hasn't tapped into her full potential. Yeah. Until you do that, you don't need to be here. My thing is, Mark is telling her, hey, you need to leave. It's about to get crucial. And she's like, obviously, she's going to protect her man.
Them Invincibles combined are stronger than Mark, though. So if she wasn't there, they would just be jumping at him. He would have died. So,
yeah, he would have got cleaned up.
He was still getting cleaned up.
But by one nigga, if he was getting cleaned up by two niggas, he's dead. She distracted one nigga. So she low-key.
And almost got a leg snapped.
Hey, man.
She almost turned into the original, that Dark Shadow? You remember what Omni-Man did to him, right?
Darkwing.
Darkwing? Yeah. Darkwing, she almost got cleaned up like that.
He pulled that one nigga into hell.
The abyss.
Disappeared. Just a real nigga.
Yeah. So is he dead? Does he come back?
Maybe he comes back. Maybe he doesn't, David.
Okay.
he gonna pop back up stressed. He gonna have gray hair and shit. He gonna be aged.
Oh my gosh. Or maybe the other Invincible comes back.
Which Invincible did he do that to? I don't even remember.
The psycho one that was talking about.
They're all psycho.
The one that was in the cave and he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to be non-alive" or something. He said something
without the mask.
He was joking around.
I don't remember that nigga's name.
He had he had a a face thing, but the eyes wasn't.
Oh, that was
I guess he didn't have eyes. Yeah. But I just gotta say this because I told Dana this. I don't remember if I texted you this, Jax. That motherfucker's name is Conquest. I said your name is an action.
This is government name is Conquest. His license says Conquest.
I said other Viltrumites. You got Nolan. You got respectable names. This motherfucker's name is Conquest.
What is Thanos gauntlet?
Conquer.
What is he doing?
No stone, just fist. The man with the iron fist.
Yeah. Who did that to his fist? I'm trying to remember who did that to his fist. It's not a big. It's not like a big reveal or whatever who does it to his fist. But I can't remember exactly who.
Was it Battle Beast?
It was either Battle Beast or Nolan. I can't remember.
Because Nolan, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack. Nolan is like one of the strongest Viltrumites behind their regent leader, right? Like which is why in the prison they're like, man, you were such a great Viltrumite. Yeah. Like, how could you do this to our race and shit like that? I looked up to like saying all that little bro shit.
Nolan was strong until he was the strongest till he got depressed. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
He was strong until he started missing his wife. Now he's weak.
I think I miss my wife. That's real.
Nah, yeah. He needs a good woman back in his life, bro.
Does from season 2, I just thought of this when they talked about the things that could kill Viltrumites. Does Mark still has that, right? Don't he still got that?
God, what?
It was like a thing. Nolan made like a breakdown of what can like hurt Viltrumites
or whatever.
Yeah, like the book or tapes.
Or the books.
He need to go shopping around the universe.
Also, who was that man in space that was fighting that one Viltrum Mark? Like I don't think
they ever said.
Damn,
one of the Guardians of the. I almost said Guardians of the Galaxy. Whatever the fuck them. One of them people. It's just one of them. They don't say their names.
Okay.
Cause like they were putting like a bunch of random names. Like that baby was fighting. Like, so like I don't know, his name just popped up, started squaring up with niggas.
Bro, Boss Baby kicking him. I was like, who is this little kid?
Boss Baby pull up.
He had the briefcase.
Oh shit. No, but definitely looking forward to the season finale. And then, do we know when season 4 is supposed to be coming out? Also, Amazon, I know y'all listening. And if y'all not, y'all need to listen carefully. Y'all better not pull the shit y'all did for season 2. Don't ever do that shit again.
Oh, I think they're done doing that. That's why this season was normal.
Good.
Like that 4-part shit.
Don't ever pull that shit again.
Like 2 months ago, like, all right, yeah, we was tripping.
That was
going to be 8 episodes. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Exactly. Don't do that shit ever again. Either release it all at once or just weekly.
Yeah.
That's why they joked about it. If you're
going to separate it like that, it need to be at least like minimum
12.
Like 6 episodes each time. So it's like a 12-episode season. Like otherwise, don't do that dumbass shit, bro. Piss me off.
That pissed off everybody.
Gosh, that was so dumb. But I don't know when the 4th season's coming out. I hope it comes out next year though. Like, but I don't know. Amazon be working different. Amazon's weird, so I don't trust them. So I don't know.
Yeah. But with that being said, I don't know if y'all had anything else to add. I think I may have cut one of y'all off on accident, but with that being said, moving on to another new TV show that came out last week, Daredevil Born Again. Had a 2-episode premiere. This is a new. It's not a continuation. It's not a true continuation of the Netflix show, to my understanding and like how it was advertised. Like it's loosely connected. I think someone described it as like, or maybe this was for a different show, so never mind. But to my understanding, it's like loosely connected, like almost like a incomplete memory. Like things happened. If they're referenced, it happened. If it's not, then don't worry about it. But
I think it's 1-to-1.
Okay, I thought it was connected. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I'm like
the Netflix one, but I haven't watched
like
it.
It is, but it's not.
Sure. I think the thing you're talking about is what James Gunn said about the TV show for DCU.
I think that might be what I'm getting confused on.
With like Creature Commandos and all those shows. I think that's what you're talking about when he was like, if it's mentioned, it's real. If not, then we don't care. I think that's what he was talking about. I think this one is.
So I seen the trailers and like it has all the same characters and everything.
It does.
Like
it has Foggy and Karen and all them, or that other woman. Yeah, I haven't seen. So full disclosure, I have not seen the Netflix original Daredevil show, but I did watch these new 2 episodes, and man, that's some action right there. Like these first 2 episodes, now obviously there are some things that have, that they reference in the show, certain characters that, may have went over my head. And I think these 2 episodes did a good job of kind of making it easy for the average fan or the fan that did not watch the Netflix show to kind of just seamlessly transition and be like, okay, not really compare, because you're not going to have anything compared to because you didn't watch the original. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of enjoying the ride as it is. Now, there have been some discourse on like it's tonally different. And to that I say, you as in like the metaphorical fan don't necessarily say that when different writers have different takes on different characters, like terms of different writers for Superman. There's different writers that have different versions of their own kind of Superman, whatever. They're not necessarily one-to-one the same. So that's how I'm kind of watching this show. And when I do watch the original Netflix, like different writers are going to have their own different directions for their characters. Now, kind of just watching it as a comic book fan. So I'm enjoying the ride so far. The action, man, them niggas are boxing. And from what his figures already told me, and Jackson told me as well in the original season, they boxing.
You need to watch, I think you should watch the original. You should finish the original before you go back to the the Marvel one. But like you said, you only seen the first 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there a scene? Because every season of the Netflix one, there was like a scene where it was like in like one of the early episodes. I think normally like the first episode, it was like a fight. It's like a long tracking scene. Do they have that?
Long tracking? Like, what do you mean?
Like, it's Daredevil. He be fighting somebody. And it's all just like one take, and like he just like running through like a hallway of niggas, and like the camera just following.
That happened first episode.
Okay. I might need to tap in.
It happened episode 1 with Bullseye. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, for sure. I might need to tap in. That happened. They got one of those like every first episode of every season in like the Netflix one. So yeah, I guess I'll tap.
He had another Daredevil moment in this second episode, but he was not wearing a costume. So I will say that was, man, them people. It's like I'm just starting to learn. Every person he fights, they don't come back the same, like physically. Like,
bro,
they're not okay.
He be fucking
season 1. So
fucking niggas up,
bro. So right now, since I'm watching season 1, so I haven't watched the Born Again series for the listeners, but season 1 of Netflix. When I tell you he be beating the fuck out of people, bro. It's a scene with a cop. He asks this cop like some location. The cop, he breaks his arm. The cop then tells him that he just kicks that motherfucker's head into a wall. I said, what the fuck?
He be doing all like the Arkham Asylum stuff.
Bro, it'd be crazy. And William Fisk, Kingpin, that is a insane. He insane, bro. I was telling Dana, it's a scene like episode 5 or 6. He killed this Russian dude. You just see him slamming his head into a car door.
He don't even have power. He just big nigga is his power. Like he don't got nothing special.
He's kind of leaned out on this in Born Again. He's not as big.
Oh,
they even bring it up. He's like, because they have a conversation. Pretty much what they showed in the trailer. Them sitting at the diner. He's like, Matt Murdock makes a comment. He's like, you kind of lost some weight. You leaned out a little bit, and so yeah, he looks leaner, but he's still a big nigga.
The actor was probably like, I can't gain all this weight no more, bro. I can't do this. This is not healthy enough.
Vincent D'Onofrio was like, I can't do it for my health, but he's still Kingpin. That would be the one thing I would love to see in the Netflix Daredevil. In the Netflix Daredevil is how he was as Kingpin. Because I feel like in terms of what we've seen from Kingpin in the MCU, it hasn't been super like menacing yet. Like not to the level of Kingpin.
Like in Netflix,
like the first
instinct,
I could imagine. So obviously, there's a lot of those undertones in this new season, and people because it's not really a non-spoilery. The season is kind of taking a lot of elements from Devil's Reign, where Kingpin runs for mayor of New York. So there's a lot of voters, or there's a lot of people kind of torn between like, oh, but he's this menace, he's this evil guy. But then there's other people like, well, other people ain't doing shit for this city, so he's the only one doing something.
They're trying to make America or make New York Kingpin again.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of that going on. I just would really love to see.
I was gonna, is this the MCU one? Is that like rated R? Not rated R, but like rated.
Yeah, it's rated TVMA.
Okay, for sure.
And it's Jax. It's
right,
obviously, again, I'm not trying to compare, but just as someone who has not seen Daredevil and what I've watched in these first 2 episodes, the boxing that does occur is boxing.
Because with the Daredevil and the Netflix one, it was like it's like a regular Netflix show, like how when they be rated R does all like the rated R stuff that Netflix shows does. So that's what I was curious about. Is there any rated R MCU? Well, no, or Deadpool is. So never.
Yeah, Deadpool. Werewolf by Night, Echo.
Werewolf by Night was rated mature or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, because it had blood in it.
I guess.
Actually, no, I lied. It was PG-13.
I was gonna say, what needs? There was nothing mature about that. It was just a werewolf, man.
He was killing people though.
Ooh,
even though it was black.
I mean, Captain America killing niggas.
Bucky killed people.
Bucky killed niggas. Speaking of Bucky, I wonder what that rating for that Thunderbolts movie is. Yeah, speaking of Thunderbolts, they released a new trailer for the movie in, I believe, collaboration with A24. I don't know if y'all seen that yet. Well, pretty much.
Technically,
I don't think it was.
Technically, it wasn't in collaboration with them. They were more so highlighting that it's a marketing. It's the way they're marketing it is saying like, yes, we have all these people that are from A24.
Hey, it's gonna be good, guys. We promised.
Yeah,
that would be a serious movie.
Yeah, but I think they're using it to their advantage because I will say, even the very first trailer from a while back, I said this shit look good. And all the trailers up until now have looked really good. And I think Marvel's really trying to amplify the point of like, yes, this is a movie. Like, this is a movie with superheroes in it. Like,
I feel like they're doing that because there's a whole bunch of heroes that like nobody really know or care about. So they're trying to make it at least seem like, oh, this even if you don't know these niggas, it's still gonna be a cold movie. I hope the movie's good, bro.
Yeah, but from what I've heard from all the like actors and everything, it's kind of like Florence Pugh. I don't know how to say her last name. Florence.
Pretty sure Pugh.
Okay, Florence Pugh. I know she talked about how because she made the point of saying it felt like they were making an A24 movie or ish movie, and then Sebastian Stan, he said a few times that this felt like when they were filming Winter Soldier, it felt like that. And how they've been doing more of the practical stunts and not as much CG on things. So honestly, I'm excited. Almost next month.
Is it?
Ain't it like April?
I had this shit up. Yeah, May actually, May 2nd.
May 2nd. You're right. It is May 2nd.
But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Who do y'all think is gonna? Well, personally, someone is dying from this cast.
Taskmaster
is dying.
She's dying within the first 5 minutes.
Which one is Taskmaster?
The one with the skull mask. The woman from the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, she was from Black Widow, and she can copy everybody moves.
It's Ghost and Taskmaster.
Yeah, the other one's Ghost.
So Taskmaster one with the mask. Okay, for sure.
Yeah, but Taskmaster's dying because every promo they've done, they've highlighted every other character except her. Outside of maybe like the first trailer, every other trailer after that, they'll be like, Helena, Bucky, Red Guardian. Everybody else, Bob.
Was she not?
No Taskmaster. They won't mention her name at all, bro.
Well, to hammer that home, because that scene where they're in New York and Bob turns into the void, at least I've noticed, I don't see Taskmaster with them. I think that's like the second half of the movie, and one of them is dead. So that's what's making my bells ring. Like, she's not making it, and I kind of hope she doesn't, because the way they did the Taskmaster character in Black Widow, I did not like. So they need to just throw her away.
I'm like, yeah, she's not in the
bro, she's
gone.
You know what they probably gonna have her do? She gonna try to copy Bob doing something, and it ain't gonna compute, and he just gonna kill her.
Also, the way they're like depicting the void, nigga, that's some scary shit. Like, you're just cast into a dark dimension.
He really just got the same power as Darkwing, if we're being honest. He just sent niggas to the Shadow Realm, bro. It's the same thing.
Bro, he's turning them into, like, I don't know, bro, paste.
And then it's just, I seen a tweet where it was like, niggas just survived the world getting snapped in half. Fucking the Shatari destroyed New York. Now they got to worry about Bob sending niggas to the Shadow Realm.
Bro, New York
is a safe place to live, bro. Like,
not New York. New York is the worst place in Marvel, bro.
I'm never visiting New York. What the hell?
Everything bad happens in New York, bro. And the crazy thing is, Spider-Man and Daredevil's there. They still can't help him.
What's Daredevil gonna do to a nigga that can send you to the Shadow Realm? Like, not a damn thing. Really, what are any of the everybody in the Thunderbolts? All they can do is box. Like, what are they gonna do to him?
They gotta box harder.
Like, I'm not gonna let them. They don't even get close enough to me to do anything. If I was him, I don't be knowing, man. And just be like, what are the events? Or there's no more Avengers, so. But like, it's still other niggas with powers. What are they doing? What are the X-Men? Like, what is this nigga doing this crazy shit?
So my theory on the X-Men is they're not going to be from this world. They're like the core. They're not going to be from this earth. They're going to pull them from somewhere else after Secret Wars, and they're going to pull them from the Monica Rambeau universe.
I was going to say they're going to be from that one.
I forgot that.
Of course you did. Everybody else did. And Marvel is banking on that.
Everybody forgot.
Why you say they're banking on it, though?
Because, well, my thing is, if they wanted people to remember that, I feel like they would have made a better emphasis of like highlighting that, or just showing that, like building up to those Secret War kind of like X-Men undertones, or just kind of hinting at that in other mediums. But maybe I'm just asking for too much, because it's kind of hard to do that in a Brave New World movie, or maybe a Thunderbolts movie, or maybe this is another theory.
Too much, bro. That's why I think like they got all the phases and this, that, but I don't think it's gonna be successful at the end of the day. Like, they got too much going on. I feel like that's gonna be the problem with DC too, because DC's launching all them shows. Like, it's gonna be way too much stuff going on to make like a good cohesive universe story.
Well, not a lot of that stuff is handed to the DCU, according to James Gunn. Like, the Starfire show is Elseworlds, and the way he's treating it.
Then why the fuck are you doing it? Like, nigga, just doing it
because he wants to. Because why not?
Stop,
He
man.
bored.
You spreading yourself too thin, bro. These niggas be doing too much, bro.
I think the main thing Marvel's done that's kind of like messed up is I feel like even though they said they have it, like a person that's kind of sees how all this stuff is supposed to be connected, they don't got no real motherfucker in the room with them. They don't be knowing, bro.
He just
They be forgetting.
You understand what? Yeah. I see the. He just saying this shit, bro. He just saying this
Bro.
shit. He pretending like he know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another, and I feel like this kind of just turned into a conversation of maybe a DC versus Marvel, but I feel like where DC has the advantage over Marvel, and I can see them like eating Marvel's lunch money for the next few years, is DC owns all their characters. Marvel doesn't. I said this before. Yeah, the Marvel does not own the rights the Hulk yet.
I thought Marvel bought that back already.
No, because why? If that was true, Jackson, then why did we get Brave New World, which was a closeted Hulk 2, and they didn't just make Hulk 2? Why are they still treating the Hulk like an afterthought?
Because
they already ruined the Hulk, bro.
They have a reason, but
he's ass. He's ass. If he would, I actually want to argue.
I refuse.
I actually want to argue if Mark Ruffalo was in that movie and his Hulk showed up, it would have made the movie worse.
I don't like him as Hulk. I don't like Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. People be saying he a good actor. Like maybe he is. He just suck as a Hulk. He didn't piss me off.
He a good Bruce, but the way they've written him after Ragnarok, really Ultron, but Ragnarok has been terrible. It's character assassination
because they don't know what else. They can't use him in anything else. They can't make a Hulk movie without Universal asking for a shit ton of money.
These niggas rich, bro. They can send them some bread, bro. They are rich, bro. Get over it. Get over it.
All they need to do
may
is
be
do
rich,
the same
but they
deal.
cheap.
They need to do the same deal they did with Sony.
That's what I thought happened.
But they still are they're still co-parenting Sony though, like with the Spider-Man Tom Holland shit. They still need Sony's graces.
At least you get them. Still.
I mean, that's better than just hiding Hulk sequels in other niggas' movies. But I'm just like, that's where DC has their advantage. They have all their cards in their hands, so they can do whatever they want, and everything, the success and the flops, is on them and on Warner Brothers. But Marvel, I think they were able to get by with what they had, and now after Secret Wars and all them, they're ready to get into X-Men because that's what Kevin Feige's been waiting on. Obviously, they got those rights back. Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine just kind of proves that they want to do some X-Men shit. X-Men 97 after Secret Wars is just going to be straight X-Men, and I'm not necessarily mad at that. But
they better get the castings right. That's all I want. That's all I got to say. If them castings are bad.
I seen something. There was like they want to make. Y'all know who Jesse Plemons is? He in a whole bunch of shit, but I can't think of what he's in. But he's y'all know if you've seen him before.
Oh, yep.
But they say they want to make him Beast.
Oh, I know you're talking about
the ugly Matt Damon.
Ugly Matt.
Because he was in Judas and the Black Messiah. He was in Civil War.
He always plays the evil military.
Evil nigga. Fuck Beast. Make him Mr. Sinister.
How is this profitable for Frito-Lay? I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the funniest line deliveries ever.
That movie is hilarious, bro. That movie's hilarious. But they said they want to make him Beast. No, like I guess I don't know.
Oh shit, that nigga from Dallas.
Is he?
Born in Dallas, Texas.
Jeez.
But moving on, we're gonna go ahead and get into our like it, lower redacted segment. There's not really much going on in here, but our first topic. So there was a leaked trailer for a now canceled, well, been canceled CW show, Powerpuff Girls TV show. I have the trailer pulled up. It's only a minute and a half long. I'm about to share my screen after this ad ends. But give me 1 second.
Copyright.
Y'all can hear it?
We do some daylight savings.
Buttercup, constantly rebellious.
I'm not wearing that dress anymore. It's gender normative and ass ugly.
And Bubbles was constantly drinking. Go get him! And on one fateful day, the girls made a fatal error, costing Mojo his life. In the wake of disaster, Blossom ran away. Buttercup became a real hero. And Bubbles, well, she made it all the way to Hollywood Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Bubbles. Everybody wants to talk to Fake Jesus. Hi.
Well, oops, baby.
The Powerpuff Girls are coming to town tomorrow.
All three? Are the Powerpuff Girls reteaming?
Hell no. I am never caping for Townsville again.
Hi.
The three V's back in Townsville. I didn't want to bring this up yet, but I have reason to believe the darkness may be returning.
Like monsters?
In a sweeping reversal of fate, the Powerpuff Girls are beloved again in town.
That's a crazy
My
accurate
daughter's
house.
first, and your happiness is all that matters.
I'm really sorry for accusing you out of mass terrorism.
What?
Yeah.
Is she fluid?
I guess we're even. I mean, we are not even. I mean, just like.
Yeah, coming never. Do we like, love, or redact?
I
This
love it.
trailer.
I love that. I love that it's canceled. I love that.
Bro, the little girl was Asian.
Yeah, Blossom was Asian, and then she grew up and she's not Asian no more.
She's a nigga.
But like y'all only saw that they like released like an actual like 3-minute like longer trailer. I seen that. That hoe was more ass. Like I don't know what they.
The one Feek sent me might have been that 3-minute one, but the moment I was able to watch it, it was taken down.
Okay, praise God. I don't know what they.
that 3 minutes.
I love that it's canceled. We don't have to see any more of this 1.5 minute. I'll never get back. But
And they made Mojo Jojo a human that they killed. Like
It's like some billionaire looking like, I guess.
yeah, maybe it was supposed to be like a, I don't know, like just kind of how Vilma was, just like raunchy adult, like
don't get me started on no fucking-
humor, but
that shit wasn't
I
even
don't know.
funny. Like
it wasn't.
Like everything about that hoe looked horrible. I don't get like the costume.
Redact everything about
Yeah,
that.
like,
I
everything
want to
about
know
that
who
looked-
came up with that idea.
I'm
Hope
not.
they
Hopefully
never
touch our
come up with
writer's room.
another idea again.
I'm not mad at the idea. It's just the execution was absolutely horrible. Like the CW should be ashamed of themselves, but they have no. CW has no shame. They just be doing shit, bro. They have no shame.
Bro, it was a time the CW released a new show every week. They said, "What are these going to hit?"
When the CW only had Arrow and The Flash, like those are like the only two like superhero type shows they had peak, and then they started adding everything else, and like everything, the quality of all the other shows just started getting terrible. And I was just like, dog, this is not like Black Light. Did y'all ever watch Black Lightning?
I did not.
I've seen
That
like a
hoe
few
was-
episodes.
Like the first season was cool, then they just started getting worse, and then like they, you know how they can't say nigga on CW, they started saying ninja. I was like, all right.
What? You're
Oh, that's
lying.
real?
Yes, bro. Like nigga said ninja, please. I was like, I'm not watching this shit no more.
Oh, was that albino
albino?
nigga?
Yes.
Hey, he racist as hell. I've seen clips of him.
I see it. Oh, so moving on. There's a new trailer for a Chinese anime called Super Cube that just came out on March 7th. Well, not the trailer came out March 7th. It's supposed to air spring of 2025. So that tells me April, like coming soon type shit. I'm gonna share my screen just to show the trailer animation style, no sound. But do we like, love, or
Goodness
redact?
gracious.
This is the animation y'all be wanting Invincible to have.
Boy,
I mean, is that too much to ask? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's way too much to ask.
You know them niggas can't
sorry.
do that.
Way too much to ask for.
I just want some decent quality. Like I said, my prior example, X-Men 97. If they can get to that,
They're not getting that.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
yeah, love that. Next is One Punch Man. There's a new trailer that came out for One Punch Man season 3. It's supposed to be airing October 2025.
Dang.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
I done forgot where they are in One Punch Man. Like, 'cause I like One Punch Man, but damn, it's been like 5
Do
years.
you like, love, or redact this news that is coming soon? 'Cause I think the first trailer just said 2025. We didn't know when, but
Yeah.
now
They didn't
it's-
have a date.
It confirmed at least October 2025. So fall time.
We'll say like.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah, yeah, animation. I think they're the same studio from last season, which wasn't bad. It wasn't season 1, but season 2, I would say, was still decent. It didn't take like a 7 Deadly Sins type hit, but I'm sorry. It's just for me personally, like a story is one thing, but for me, I'm a visual person, so it's like
nigga don't be reading that.
I have to.
It's like picture books only.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta visually like what I see, and just to keep me engaged. I'm sorry.
That boy Dana see a book and start hissing.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that was pretty much everything for our Like It, Love, Redacted. Yeah, so moving on. We'll go ahead and get into our infamous bag. Feet, please drop the music.
Bitch, I'm in my bag, yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, yeah, bag of beef, bag.
I like the choreography.
So this, in our bag question, is our movie pitch ideas for the next video game movie adaptations. So Jax,
like I think like most video games now should get like some type of show or movie adaptation because they be crazy, but like one that for sure needs one. I was initially gonna say Ghost of Tsushima, but I think that's already getting one. But like Red Dead Redemption, I'm surprised it hasn't had one. Like that's a
layup.
Something.
That is a layup.
Easy layup. That's an easy layup. Red Dead,
layup.
that would be amazing. So that's what I think that needs one.
Quentin Tarantino directed it.
All right,
Yeah,
I don't know. You don't have him say nigga for no reason. And somebody's gonna have a weird foot fetish as well, because that's just what he does. So I don't know about all that, but Red Dead for sure needs one.
That's a good. He knows ball. It's a good ball knowledge.
He knows ball. I think a video. I have two. Live action movie, Metroid. I feel like Metroid would go crazy, especially if you make it kind of like thriller, almost horror-ish action. I feel like that would go a little crazy. And another one, this is a very like, y'all probably haven't played this game. It's very, I won't say it's niche, but it's this game. It's a dungeon hack and slasher called Hades.
I played
pretty much all it is. Oh, you played out?
No,
that?
I'm lying.
Damn. You got me. You got me. You got me. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. We're just gonna end the show right now. All right, everybody. Oh man. But
My fault.
no, you're good. You're good. But in that game, I can't believe I fell for that. My stomach. Whoa, what? But yeah, Hades pretty much ended. You just play as the son of Hades, and you go through the underworld trying to get to the surface. But it has a lot of lore from actual Greek mythology, so I think that would be a pretty cool like series if they did one.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. This one, I would say I have two because one is more like they need to redo this one because technically they made this movie, but it's not the game. They need to redo Doom. Like they need to do another Doom movie, but actually be like the game, or at least have elements of the game, like the Slayer, all that shit. Not the one Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in. That was not the game. So they need to just redo that for these next few games. And I would say a Pac-Man movie.
They did do a Pac-Man, didn't
They did?
No.
I'm like, nah.
So. Have you seen that Amazon thing?
I did. I seen that one.
Or is it called Pixel?
It's called Pixel. It just had like a Pac-Man on that. I don't think it was about Pac-Man, but like if they did something like that would be cool. But another one I just thought of, it's an old game. Y'all probably for sure have not played it. Like, because the game was low-key trash, but like the concept was great. It's called Darksiders. And it's about you like play like there's I think there's only 3 so far. I think they like sort of ended the series, but you're playing as like one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And so I think in the first one, you are war? You're either war or death. Which one are you in the first one? What? My fault. You are in the first one, you are damn nigga. Oh yeah, you're war in the first one. And like I think you get like banished or something like that, and you're sort of like trying to stop the other horsemen. That was amazing. Like the story is amazing, but they just sort of executed it poorly in the game. So if they end up like bringing that whole back as like some type of series or some type of movies, that would go absolutely stupid because that whole is amazing. Oh, like the storyline is amazing. The game isn't, but the story is amazing. So yeah, that whole be tough. That whole be very, very, very tough.
Yeah. I would say another one. They need to make a duck hunt movie. No explanation needed.
All right. All right, bro. I don't have no comment for you.
Then you make a Wii Sports movie?
Yeah, what?
Mario's time at the Olympics?
I think they should do another one because I'm 90% sure they haven't. They need to do a Mass Effect movie.
Yeah,
I don't think they've done a series, right?
Like
Didn't they already do one?
They did
Did they do it?
They did a series, but
Maybe
or no. Like not no animated series.
Oh, there is. I'm looking. There's an
anything.
animated something, but not a movie.
Probably like an animated short.
They were going to make a movie, but they canceled it.
Yeah, there was an anime, an hour and a half anime, Mass Effect Paragon Lost.
When was that made?
2012.
Oh yeah, I wasn't looking for it back then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pull that trigger with Legend of Zelda, but not with who they have said they want to do it. I forgot his name.
who that director was, but I just know like the moment because we talked about it on this show. I'm like the moment we realized it was him, I'm like they need to throw that whole movie away.
Did y'all ever watch the Donkey Kong show? Y'all never.
No.
That hoe used to be, man. They used to have it at there was a Blockbuster growing up, but we went to this other one called Hollywood Video, and they would have like DVDs of the Donkey Kong show. That hoe was tough, bro.
The Donkey Kong show.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Donkey Kong Country. 1996. It was 2 seasons long. It was on Tubi. Niggas monkeying around.
Oh, I've seen clips of this. I didn't know where this was from, though.
This is crazy.
Like we would get that. We would get that. We would get Fat Albert and then Timmy the Tooth. That show was fun.
What's a show? I have one more getting our back question. What is a show from what is an old show, animated or whatever, whether that's Saturday morning cartoon show or anything? What's an old show that you would want to bring back with more modern animation and everything?
Gargoyles or what's that? It's not. I can't think of the name right now. Street Gargoyles or Street Sharks? Because Street Sharks was tough too. Niggas don't know about Street Sharks. That was.
What was that shit? I'm trying to remember. Not Thundercats.
They already came back with one that had updated.
I know, but that's not the show I'm thinking about. It was a show where it was these 2 cat pilots, and it came on Boomerang, and their main villain was like a. It was like some dark, evil, big cat person or something like that, and it was 2 cats, and they just rode they flew around in fighter jets. They need to bring that back. They need to bring back Space Ghost. Not like that late night comedic adult one, like a redone one.
Oh, you talking about SWAT Cats? That's what it was.
SWAT Cats.
Yeah, I seen.
They need to bring that back. Static Shock.
Of course.
Yeah.
I would just rather James Gunn, if they were to do that, just make it Elseworlds. I don't need to worry about this tying into any sort of thing. Just make it its own shit.
Static Shock, nigga. Teen Titans and Batman Beyond. Bring all the good shit back.
Batman Beyond needs
to come back.
They need to make. I know they said they was trying to make before Spider-Verse. It was supposed to be like a Batman Beyond in that style. And if they
Warner
would have
Brothers
done
said
that.
Oh my goodness.
And Warner Brothers said no. They need to bring back from Saturday morning cartoons. If y'all ever watch Chaotic.
Yes.
That was the show, boy.
That was some shit.
That was the show. They need to bring back that.
Beyblade.
They probably got a Beyblade somewhere.
There's
Beyblade's
you're right.
Pokemon.
Nah, Bakugan.
I'm pretty sure they're probably still doing that too.
There's no way.
All the ones that have a card game, them shows are still going on, bro.
I don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh they're on right now, but it's definitely still going on.
For sure.
Yeah, well, they got a Bakugan Battle Planet.
Exactly, bro.
From 2018 to 2020. That's on Peacock.
We're gonna tap in.
And they have a Bakugan Evolutions.
Ko Lyoko would go crazy.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
And then, did y'all ever watch Martin Mystery?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, that was
yes.
Let me see.
Yes, that was.
I think Martin Mystery was on. I think it was on Nick.
That was the original Flamehead. Flamehead Boy.
What? What them?
Oh, I know what this is.
Because the main character, I'm gonna say he was the original, like, I guess, quote unquote Johnny Test.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get,
Like, he was Johnny Test before Johnny Test.
I hated Johnny Test, bro. I hated Johnny Test. So, and they would always show that on cards. I'd be like, bro, turn this shit. Oh, I hated Johnny Test.
I thought that shit was funny.
No, the worst. You know what the worst show ever was? What was that shit on Disney, bro? I used to hate. I used to despise that show. I think it was Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
I never watched it. Like,
damn,
it was never on.
Nah, bro. I think I watched like one episode of that. I said never again in my lifetime.
That's like OG brain rot. We gotta do one where it's like, what are some OG? We might do a like TikTok or IG reel about that. This OG brain rot shows, because that's one of them.
That'd be on the what you call it, the
Cat Dog.
Flapjack would be on that hoe.
Flapjack is
Chowder.
grade H.
Chowder was brain rot, but it was like positive. So
not to the level of Flapjack. That was some crazy
Flapjack
shit.
was disturbing. Flapjack was disturbing as a kid, bro.
I didn't like it, but I kept watching. I don't know why.
Nah, I love Flapjack.
It made me uncomfortable.
But before we go on a bigger tangent, Jax, we want to thank you for coming on this show for this episode 97. We may do a Redacted for Keeps 100 episode special.
That would be.
We don't know yet. That'll be live.
Tough.
But
will line up with the Severance finale or no?
It'd be a week off because it's 2. We got 3 weeks left, and no, it's 2 weeks left with Severance, and we need 3 weeks.
For sure. But no, that would be if you want it, we can make that happen for sure.
that was good. But before we end this, we gotta give our redacted rule for the pod. Jax, what is your redacted rule for the pod this week?
My redacted rule for the podcast is, okay, if a show has started out as like something that was animated, my redacted rule is never make it live action. Just never make it live action. If it started out animated, just leave it animated. Never make it live action.
I like that one.
My redacted rule for the week is get some sleep.
Yeah. My redacted rule is I don't know. Just keep breathing.
That's real. I was holding my breath. I was holding my breath.
Keep breathing. Even when you take your shirt off. All the hoes keep
you. Oh, man.
And with that being said, it's been your boy Day to Day.
Been your boy Wafik.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And we out.
Peace.
This made me mad.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm step with a fan, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull up part, could be yellow in a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the back seat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mate. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. See it right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic called making Alfredo. I put a bag on a whole my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Drunk in my soup, I believe it was mango. Think I'm a soul